Synergist, Frankiac, Truffle Basket, Star Jam, Egoistic Lily, Donnie BNet, APOC, SR2N, The Baker Bro, Reichplex, Kingfish, and I think that's all. Cool. Thank you all for the support. It really does mean a lot, especially for smaller folks like myself. You know, like, I always plug this not just for me, but for like everybody, right? You hitting the button, even though it's like a simple thing, could make the difference between somebody opening OBS the next night or not. Like, I can tell you personally, for me, it's like hugely affirming for what I'm doing when people support the stream by hitting the button. Alright, so what happened in this game? Really well executed slow push, aggressive bio opener that caught my stalkers out of position, threw me off a bit. Really well executed slow push. Need to not give up so much space out in front. So what I mean by that is okay, so I'm a big scaredy cat, right? I'm a big scaredy cat, and when opponent was out there on the map and looking scary and stuff, I pulled all my army home, and that let opponent just like for free get this nice setup with tanks and libs, and they need to have to fight for every inch on the way up to the base. I kind of just went, here, you can have it, don't hurt me, and that's not what you want to do. Hey, Blaze4, good to see you, dude. It's been a minute. Oh, there's so many names in the chat. It's like so hard when you get a giant raid and it's super hype, but like I'm seeing names that have been in here before. I'm seeing Tebow Baggins. I'm seeing some of these folks that I shouted out for follows, like the Baker Bro, Axiom, Donnie BNet, Atira in the chat. There's so many of you that I'm gonna miss people, and I feel like a villain. But if I don't queue the next game, there's gonna be a riot. So let's do it. Let's do it. America server, Donnie BNet. America server. West US. Hot Dog is new here. Welcome to the stream, Hot Dog. So it's very appropriate that it's the Neurofam tonight. So like my aspiration when I started streaming, right? I was always like, who's the Protoss Neuro? Who's the Protoss Neuro? And people would list out these great Protoss streamers to watch, right? They'd be like, oh, you know, just watch him canning, just watch, you know, go through PvP, or, you know, all these folks, right? And they're great streamers, super entertaining. I've stolen a lot of their tricks, right? Those guys are brilliant. But like the sort of mindful approach that that he likes to take to his learning and to explaining concepts is how I learn. I'm your biggest fan. I don't know that there's anybody out there who really thinks like that and is a TOS main. And so I eventually just kind of said, F it, I'll try to be the thing. I'll try to be the thing that doesn't exist that I wish did exist, right? Thoughts on DeepMind? I have many thoughts on DeepMind. So I'm a software developer by trade. So I actually have many thoughts. If we want to do like a little mini discussion on that, I would be down to do it. But if I try to do it while I'm in-game, we will lose the game, and that'll just feel bad for everybody. So let's have me try to stay focused. And revisit. You will have to at me a bunch and remind me about this, because by the time this game is over, I will not remember. Now let's talk through the build a little bit, right? So I said a second ago, right, I try to be really mindful about how I learn and how I train and all that kind of stuff, and even just how I think about the game and concepts and stuff. Along those lines, because I am in mid-Diamond League, it's very difficult for me to keep track of even stuff like new map pool, right? New map pool is hard for me. And as a result, I try to keep things really simple. So I only really do one build per matchup. My PvT is kind of in a weak area right now because I was actually dabbling with a few different builds. In PvZ, I try to just kind of, you make adepts and then you get them. And now all of my timings are a little bit thrown right now as well. Just because the gateways are different and all that kind of stuff. So I am still adjusting there, and this may not be super clean as a result, but rather than like say, okay, well, I'm not going to stream until I memorize all this information, I figure, yeah, let's get out there and mix it up a little bit, and just see how we do. This needs to be making a pylon like yesterday. Eesh. Adept. This needs to be ping-pong between the couple of possible thirds. Adept, start this. You start.
That'll cost more minerals than we
Sell like separate building? Maybe? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? Maybe we could just stare at it forever. Would that be cool? Is that what's hot in the streets, do you think, John?
We don't have enough minerals.
And like, I have no idea what to chrono to make this work out right anymore. Is this 2 base from this rig? That's a little bit worrisome. We need to go see what the hell's going on. Okay, we can afford those chronos, I think. And then that's basically it. How many lings? 2 lings, that's fine. Fine with 2 lings, we're not fine with more than 2. Sorry, Probe, I don't have the attention right now for you. Gate, we need to head on this. I should not be cutting probes. This is what I mean when I say, like, kind of off kilter. Where's my adept? Oh my gosh. Alright. Start that. Start probes. Start hold position her. Put that there. Where's my adept? I did not hotkey. Brilliant. Let's check saturation here. Check for blue base there. Like this. Okay. No base there. The firstborn shall persevere. Need a chrono in this. I don't think we need one for the gate anymore. So now I just want to check tech here. And check for this third. I'm gonna actually let her finish. So opponent's going really fast layer here. She's gonna live. Yeah. Okay, let's get a robo. Gas base? Saturation sucks. So we are short 1 adept because I lost 1, right? So I like to open 7 adept. At my level, people kind of fold to it a lot of the time. And this opponent may, because they've gone for quick tech, so let's do that. Let's block this off just for a hot second while we move over. And then as soon as we can, we will cancel that. This is just because I'm not quick enough to stop lings. We want to get the sentries out. We want to not be pylon blocked. That's not ideal. Right, just chrono into a supply block. Awesome. This is 2 base roach.
Where shall we march? Glorious combat is upon us. It shall be done. We are of one mind. Swords alive. The Templar, march.
Are these actually going to get some work done? I think they are. Amazing.
To glory. It shall be done. Let none deter us. I am the will of the hierarch.
Okay. Let's keep not getting supply blocked, because that's a good thing to do. I made a bunch of gates here. Okay. So we got some damage done. We're about to go get a bunch more done. Opponent does have layer. Why do they have layer? Because mutas have pretty much ruined our day right now, right? Mutas are an issue for us. We need to know that they're there. Okay, well, this is great. This is fairly ideal. Let's go push here. I don't see a layer. Let's go push here. Wow, you know, like a nice cohesive push maybe. Just thinking out loud. Just trying different stuff, you know? Just trying different stuff.
Can't warp that in.
Little Scouterino.
Construct additional pylons.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Engaging the enemy.
We serve with pride.
I guess that can't work without a power field.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Ugh, I did not
Nothing
split
left
well
in
there.
that mineral cluster.
Okay, that's fine if you want to not have units up here. That's great. Love that.
I have met the enemy.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay. Layers roach speed. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. That makes sense. It was just super quick, but I guess that's the thing. So I don't, so I was talking before about, I always see the same build. I had been learning Archon Drop, and trying to do macro play. It's so technical and it's so difficult, that I have the most success just all-inning like this, which, now, what you have the most success with is not necessarily what you should do, right? That might not be the best thing for my growth, but because I'm having to do so much mental processing tonight, in terms of new map, okay, like obviously this is not a new map, but like most of them are going to be new. Where's the push path? Where do I, you know, where does my third base go? All of that. For me at Diamond, that's really hard. It's really hard to have my brain doing extra stuff. It's all I can do not to just float this, right? Or you saw a couple supply blocks that game, right? That's what's consuming in my brain. And so the additional load of new maps, new patch, I want to kind of just stick with what's familiar. How's it going is basically we got Shrek-a-bopped like 5 games in a row. Mostly getting memed by new season, but then I just memed with Adepts is that's pretty much the story. I was telling everybody you're my macro coach, and that's basically it. Checks. You know, I think details like maps and stuff are as important as macro practice. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean, Donnie BNet. So in order to try to get the macro practice in with that additional load, so I can't switch off that I need to learn the new maps, right? Like, you could say I'm focusing my attention on macro. You could say that, but you will at some point try to move across and encounter the fact that the map is new, right? So all that is to say, I'm keeping my build order with my most comfortable one and not trying to challenge that part of it. Trying to challenge myself on that part of it right now. So that's kind of the rationale there behind why I'm all-inning tonight and why I think that's a defensible thing to do. In PvT, we're macroing, in PvP, we're all-inning as well. Adept all-in kind of just works. Opponent goes for late third, quick layer, runs into our army with a roach push, and has to run away. Okay, cool, so that's that. Let me score the focus goal. So again, this is like kind of a BS focus goal, right? This is like, as long as I keep a good attitude, right? It's like unfailable. Oops, I didn't turn that off. Normally I try focus goals that are more legit and more macro focused.
I'm your biggest fan.